What's up, guys? Iceman here. Welcome to Echoes of Iceman. So I picked up 2 new Blu-rays as of yesterday. One of which is Rogue One. I saw this once in the theaters. And it's probably my favorite of the newer Star Wars films. It's better than Rise of the Skywalker or whatever. It's better than the other one. I can't remember what the other one's called. I don't know. It might be better than Force Awakens. I'm not sure. What do you guys think? But I picked this up. That last scene's pretty cool when Vader's going in, going after Leia. I have a surround system, as mentioned in my other videos. Klipsch RP series. Right now it's a 5.1. I have an SVS SB2000, SB3000 subwoofer, so very nice sound in here. That's kind of why I've been expanding my Blu-ray collection. And then, the Avengers. Yeah, I know this is a common one, a popular one. And I actually have the other 3. I attained Age of Ultron first, and then both Infinity War and Endgame on 4K, but I got the Avengers now, so yeah, there we go. Have all 4 Avengers, so I'm going to have to watch that. But this video is about the top 6 reasons as to why Blu-ray is king, okay? The first reason, now a lot of people don't know this, but Blu-ray has great audio. A lot of people get it for the visual, right? And then you can just stream it and it says it's 4K or whatever, so fine, yeah, wow, that must be the best, right? But no, that's not the case. When you stream the stuff that's supposedly 4K, it compresses the hell out of the audio. So the audio sucks big you know what. I don't know how else to say it. You don't get the DTS HD Master Audio soundtracks. You don't get the Dolby True HD 517.1 soundtracks. You get a mixed down Dolby 5.1 at best. So, and even if you didn't, you're not getting what you get on the physical disc, right? So if you want that immersive audio, get the Blu-ray, and it is comparable to 4K. 4K has the whole Atmos thing, which is nice if you have like 12 speakers surrounding you, but if you don't, if you just have a 5.1 or a 7.1 like me, then Blu-ray's just as good in my opinion. It's still the Master Audio soundtrack, perfectly mixed for your 5.1 and 7.1, so I mean, that's one of the best reasons as to why Blu-ray's king, right? Number 2, it's not as cool of a point. I have cooler ones coming up, but it's comparable to 4K. I don't know how good my eyes are. You know, I have a 55-inch TV about 7 feet away. I was never much into the visual anyway when it comes to movies. I'm a sound guy, all right? I liken it being real and broken up and immersive. So the sound's the big deal to me. I used to only have a 46-inch TV, and I was pleased with it. I didn't care. I could have had a 32-inch. I would have been just as happy. But I think it's comparable to the 4K in that a lot of people with the systems that they have, I don't think they're going to notice the difference that much. All right, so you're getting a much better deal because it's Blu-ray and it's comparable to 4K. And like I said, with audio, it's going to be just as good with the 5.1 or 7.1 system. Reason number 3, slim cases. Look at how slim these things are. So you can stack these up. You guys should see the shelf that I made for these. It's on my wall. It fits in there perfectly. It has 3 stories right now. I'll show you it in a future video. I have shown it in one of my videos before on this channel. But nonetheless, you see this? And I get rid of the whole paper sleeve thing. So then, when you're collecting them, they don't take up too much space. You know, they're not like a VHS. They're not like a DVD. A DVD is a lot thicker than these. It's not quite twice as thick, but it's like one of these and a half. All right, and it's also taller. So these are thinner and shorter than a DVD case. They're the same size as a 4K case. So for collectors like me, I guess it's kind of what I'm starting to become. I've always had a good Blu-ray collection, but I've been adding a lot to it lately. Which leads me to point number 4. they're cheap right now. Which is why I've been adding a lot to my collection. You see, this thing is, people are getting rid of their Blu-rays because they're all like, oh, I can just stream it. I'm just going to stream it on whatever, and then I'm going to be good. You know what I mean? So they throw it on the market. They're like, why do I even need this? Like I said, most of them don't even know that the audio is far better on the Blu-ray disc than what it is on those fake 4K streams that you're getting. All right? Be it Disney Plus or Apple TV or Amazon or whatever. They don't realize that. So yeah, basically they're all throwing them on the market because everyone's getting into streaming now. That's how it's been going for years, which is causing a surplus in the market where these things are cheap. You know, this thrift store down the road from me has them for $1 a piece. Like I found freaking Walk the Line there. I found all sorts of movies from that one. I found The Patriot. All right. Good old Patriot. I mean, I found all sorts of things from there. But for $1 a movie, no shipping, just a little bit of tax. We're talking like $1.06 or $1.07 or whatever it is. And you're out the door with a nice Blu-ray and a nice case. Although they vary. So if you go to like Goodwill or Salvation Army or whatever else thrift chain there is in your area, they're going to vary. For what I've seen, sometimes they're $1, sometimes they're $1.50, sometimes they're $2, sometimes they're $3.99, sometimes they're $5. The Goodwill is asking $5 for the damn thing. So I don't shop there as much, but I bought a few from them. But yeah, they're cheap right now because there's such a vast surplus of the market. So now's the time to get them. Reason number 5 is the physical media that you own. You kind of own these things, you know? Obviously you don't own the rights to them or whatever, but as long as you have a Blu-ray player and the physical disc, they can't do what a lot of the streaming services are doing and like censor them and stuff, you know? Like, you know how woke shit everything's getting? They're just, everything's, like as every day that goes by, according to these powers that be, more things are racism, more things are sexism, and all that other shit. You know what I mean? So soon they're going to have to get rid of a lot of their movies. But what they're doing right now is they have gotten rid of a couple, but where you can't get them digitally anymore, they won't be on the streaming service anymore, so it's just gone. But they're taking scenes out, they're censoring things, they're taking words out, they're shortening things. You know what I mean? They're taking the visuals out. Because like I said, things are just getting more and more sensitive, right? There's more and more censorship as time progresses. So, I mean, in this current iteration of things anyway. So with that being said, they can't do that to these, you know? So if you have the freaking movie, they can't censor the shit out of it, you know? They can't say, well, this is racism now. Today, as of today, it's racism now, or as of today, this is now sexism, or as of today, this is too nationalistic, or whatever the hell they do, you know? So it's going to be the same. And I mean, this stuff is art, you know? Like, maybe there are some of those undertones in movies, I don't know. But nonetheless, it's like, it's art. You know, what is the saying? If you erased history, you're bound to repeat it. I mean, it's just fucked up how they're erasing all that shit. I mean, it's not, I don't really care that much. Because I'm buying all the movies I want. You know, I'm going to own all the movies I want so they can do whatever hell they want with all that shit. But that's another important reason, I think, is because you kind of own it. And they can't just change it. You know what I mean? When you have the physical disc and when you have the player and you have the TV and all that to hook it up to, they can't do that stuff to you like what they can do with digital streaming. Reason number 6. Expansive library. There are just so many movies on Blu-ray now. It's been in the works for a long time, obviously. I even have this 4K. I have freaking Frozen 2, which I haven't even seen yet, so I need to watch that. I have Transformers. Yeah, I'm very pleased with my collection so far. Pocahontas. Oh my god, these are two of my favorites. I hate to say it. Freaking Pocahontas and Beauty and the Beast. You guys ever hear the soundtrack on Pocahontas? You haven't heard it until you've heard it on my system. the drums, the nature sounds, the sounds of the voice, you know what I mean? The music. It's just great. And then Beauty and the Beast, a great movie in its own. So, I mean, what was the point again? An expansive library. Yeah, so they have a ton of them out. And the thing is, with 4K, and I have a couple 4K movies, and here again is the example of Frozen 2. So many people now are streaming stuff where they're not making all the movies in 4K. Like, it's only like 1% of the market share or something, or 1% of the market, rather. Whereas Blu-ray, a lot of movies are on Blu-ray, and they're continually being added, you know, from way back. But 4K is a small, and that's the problem, is not enough people are buying physical media anymore. So there's just not a lot of titles on 4K. You know, I think there's less than 1,000, whereas Blu-ray has like several times more of that or something. But so that's a reason, what an expansive library. So those are my top 6 reasons as to why Blu-ray is king. Let me know what your thoughts are on this in the comments below. Like this video if you will. Subscribe to this page. And blessings to my patrons. Links in the description below. This channel is kind of based on my hobbies, movies, sound equipment, speakers, and all that. Just everything that makes the movie experience awesome. So if you guys are into that, like the damn video. And I will see you tomorrow. Peace be with you.